Gosh, after talking about this podcast for how long are we gonna do it?
I have no
At
idea.
least 3 months.
Yeah.
I remember like 3 or 4 in the morning, like a Sunday or something like that. And I was just sitting there and I was like, we have to do it. I've been putting on Snapchat. I was like, what up? New podcast.
Yeah, like 5 years later.
Yeah, 3 months later, and 10 months later, on my gravestone, there's like a little recording. Finally did it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it. This is the first podcast. How do you?
Quite
Excited
nervous.
to be the first guest?
Actually, yeah.
Getting girlfriend privileges here, obviously. That's how it
I
works.
thought you'd leave me last,
I thought of leaving you last too, but then I realized now
Yeah.
you got me food today, so I have to be nice to you.
Of course.
Oh man, so this is it. I mean, okay, we are not certain about the name of the podcast yet, so we're gonna name it something. A lot of people are probably gonna poop on it and be like, "It's so stupid. It's so stupid." I do classic George.
All they could do is just look at you, then they automatically know.
They automatically know that it's gonna be the greatest thing they've ever seen or heard in
Yeah,
their
I
life.
see.
But this is just an audio one for now. All right. So now we're just gonna summarize, I guess, what the podcast is gonna be about and what we're gonna be doing. And the first one's strictly gonna be audio. It will not be
Aria.
visual. Aria.
Aria.
Sounds like a mermaid's name. Oh, it's Aria coming out of the water splashing. Look at that fine tail.
Whoa, weird imagination you have.
It's actually, her name is Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
So yeah, it's very close.
Ariel.
Before you judge, before you be a hater, that's what's up. All right. So there's not really a goal of the podcast. I guess the goal is that everybody has a story and everybody's got something to say. And that, the more we experience from hearing from other people, the better we will enhance our own experiences.
My gosh, I feel dumb just, by hearing
I just said those words back to back. Actually, not sure if that's exactly what it is, but
back to back.
yeah, we started. It's mostly just to have fun and have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the world is it may have a limit. You know what I mean in terms of how long the world is, but you know what I mean. Everyone, the information is infinite. There's always something to learn. There's always something to hear, and more power to the people.
Pretty much.
All right, here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is, obviously, given the current time we're shooting this, is how bizarre, and this is strictly for me because I haven't been here much, how bizarre England is compared to Cyprus.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I didn't know it was going to be this bizarre.
Because you
For-
grew up in Cyprus.
Yeah.
You're just used to that.
You're used to it because you've been here how long?
Yeah, I think I grew up till I was 6.
Okay.
And then didn't really adapt to Cyprus, although I've been there like most of my life, like 12 years.
Even though your name is like Kula.
Oh my god, no, don't you dare.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, it's fun coming back as well, because I feel like this is sort of more like home.
All right.
And it's sort of where I wanted to grow up, yeah, whatever. Like most of my childhood as well.
So you feel more British than Cypriot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think because, I don't really know much Greek, even though I've been there for like 12 years. But my dad just, was making fun of me. So I was like, man. And,
Well, that's because your dad's a Cypriot.
yeah.
If you notice that you're becoming more of the place you're at.
It's funny.
My dad's like that as well.
Yeah, I was laughing at him when he was speaking English. So, so,
Classic.
yeah.
I mean, that's what dads do anyways. You know what I mean? Like, my dad was always like, oh, you know what I mean? But he not because he was offensive, but because, he didn't want me to lose his culture. Even though his culture wasn't really embedded in me. I saw his culture only when I was really, when I was around him, when he was around Dad. Dad, no matter what Dad says, he's very much a Cypriot in a lot of aspects. He's never on time. That's one of them. He's very loud. And he has the cheesiest sense of humor. And I know, even if he listens to this, I know he doesn't speak the language. That's another thing. But if you do, I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah, it's funny just being around you. Like laughing at your dad with his words. Because although it's
his
mean,
his accent
it's just the way you say it.
His accent is horrendous. I love my dad so much, but go get a Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Like he there's no fluency.
You're bad.
It's like listening to a live animal going through a meat grinder. It's brutal.
Wow.
It's uncomfortable.
Wow.
No, but I mean, like, England for me is it's the strangest place on earth because every part of England is no. Every part of it is different. I mean, I haven't been anywhere, so this is coming from just a first time experience, really. But the underground in London is the craziest place on earth.
The underground.
Absolutely.
Okay, when you think about it, yeah, because it sort of looks like a horror movie.
Not just because it looks like a horror movie. I like the movie Creep. Have you seen the movie?
Creep?
Yeah.
No.
Don't. It had to do with the London Underground. That's why it was a bit iffy. But there's hundreds of people, and nobody thinks what they're doing. They're just locked into it. It's almost like they wake up, they charge themselves, and they're going about it. Like, there's no...
Yeah, it's like they're on fast forward in a way.
Yeah, nobody stops. Nobody looks at anyone. Nobody, nothing.
Acknowledges what they're actually doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I stopped and I was, looking around. You remember? I was looking around and everything, wow. And I felt a bit dizzy because I was looking up. I could see everyone just hovering around, just flying everywhere.
Yeah, it's like you said as well, because it's a bit robotic as well. And I don't know, it's quite weird when you think about it.
It is because we don't... Okay, our public transport is 5 people sitting on a bench, and that's considered a lot of people, and just waiting for a bus for how long? Here, it's the culture.
It's ongoing. Well, obviously, because it's so big, you have to have,
Yeah, it's embedded in them. Here, it's not strange to hear somebody not having a car. Like yesterday, we actually met... Okay, this was bizarre. So it's a double-decker bus. I have never been on the top part. So once we got out, I was just out of my mind. And this boy next to us was just kind of giggling because he found it really strange. Because I was really fascinated that I was on a double-decker bus. And I was just like, oh my goodness, look. Oh, we're so high up. And I was stressing out a bit because he kept looking like we're hitting everything.
Yeah,
in my mind, we already ran over 3 old ladies and a couple of kids. It was awful. But, again, it's amazing. Because we started talking with the dude.
Yeah.
And he works at Pirate Bay.
You sound like such a tourist.
Oh
my god, wow, train. Oh my god, wow. It's like you've never seen technology in your life.
Well, it's not that. It's as an experience. I've never had that. No matter what I think it's going to be like till I'm actually there, I don't really know exactly how it'll be.
It's only cars. And in supermarkets in England, you have your own checkout. So I guess in 50 years' time,
okay, that's a bit weird. I feel that was a part of Terminator, the future. When they show what the world becomes. Because that's another thing about English people. Your supermarkets have self-checkout machines, which to me is the craziest thing. So you go on this, you put your stuff, you pay.
It's like
the machine trusts you that you have a bag. That you say, oh, you only get 1 bag? The machine actually asked us if we had 1 bag. That's not right. I was like, this seems to take out a gun and a scanner, interrogate us.
Yeah, it feels like you're a cashier, if you know what I mean. We should be getting paid for it,
It's crazy. So yeah, that experience was pleasant. I enjoyed that actually. Tesco's is the greatest thing. Let's just be honest.
Tesco's.
But yeah, just generally. So yeah, back on the subject.
Pirate Bay, something.
Yeah. So we meet this boy and he's talking to us and he's kind of making fun of me, but not rudely. It's just kind of I could tell you're a tourist. Turns out this boy works at Pirate Bay, the torrent site.
That is crazy.
The odds of that are very, 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 very small. What are the odds of you running into someone doing a job like that?
Yeah.
Not very often. So that's what I was really pleased about is everybody just has something to say, They have a background. You just never know with people. And he didn't look like the kind of type that would do that.
Yeah.
He looked like maybe he's a gardener somewhere, who are we to judge? But he didn't strike you as the type of guy that works a torrent site.
No offense, by the way.
Oh, no. It's nothing offensive about working at torrent site. Okay, there's the laws and, illegal downloading and all that stuff. But that wasn't the point. The point was we met someone that actually works for that company.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing. I don't know. I was really fascinated. And, yeah, England is just... So far, I'm just thinking is the greatest place. Also, I like the way the locals take stories of folklore and just stretched it out.
Yeah.
We had an experience when yesterday
It was very bizarre thinking about it. We saw this guy running in front of us, and
No, 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 not that, not that. I'm talking about before that.
before.
So before we head out, we read up that
Oh no, no.
there's a werewolf in Hull. That's where we're at. We're in Hull. Now, I've watched last X-Files to not deny everything. You know what I mean? I feel like Fox Mulder sometimes. I was like, you know what? That might be true. You know, but based on sheer curiosity. I was like, let's go. So what do we do?
Now we're here.
Yeah, we went there, and it turned out to be one of the most terrifying places we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So what's the place called, babe?
It was somewhere in Beverly.
Okay.
A forest near there.
Yeah. What did you think of it, like when you went there?
Well, you mean when in the forest part?
Yeah.
I thought it was wonderful to begin with because like so much green everywhere. And Cyprus, you know, you see these like, I don't know, burnt, scorched things. And
Cyprus is pretty much like a
desert.
prequel to like hell.
Yeah, it's like you're roasting.
It's boiling there. It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. And yeah, it just felt like it's so fresh and everything. But then once we remembered, oh, we're looking for Dogman. The old stinker.
Listen, this is purely a tourist interest. I'm a big fan of cryptozoology and just unknown creatures and things like that. But once we were there, I was like, are we actually out here looking for this wolf beast? But as it turns out, we had an even more terrifying experience.
Yeah.
So as we're approaching, what happened, babe? Go ahead. We find the place, which was absolutely beautiful, by the way. The outside of it is just these long green fields with one big ass tree in the middle that provides shade. Bunnies running everywhere, or rabbits. I don't know what it's called here. I don't know the difference. Fairies flying around. You know what I mean? Throwing cornflakes everywhere. It's beautiful, beautiful. But
yeah, when we went there, it was I don't know, because you know when you hear stories and then you're like, well, where's the picture, where's the video, and then you say you're not actually gonna, you know, take a camera with you. As soon as you see something scary, you're gonna take a picture of it. You just run in the opposite direction,
instinct, isn't it?
Yeah, you just like want to go to.
It's the fight or flight instinct. Either you run away or you run with the camera towards the thing.
Yeah.
The second one is more entertaining for us seeing the video, but never mind.
So, you know, as you were going forward, I was like, you know, just in case, whatever, just like take pictures and everything. And then I see your face, your eyes nearly popped out.
So what happened was so the way that the path starts near the road and it cuts to this field, and then there's this big dark forest looking thing. And there's a path going through it. Now, there was a lot of feces on the path, but apparently that's because there's a lot of horses around. It's a
yeah.
What they call it? It's a posh area. It's a posh area.
Posh area of duty.
So there's people riding horses, and if you see you riding a car, you're a peasant. So we walk through, and just as we're about to enter the forest thing, I freeze because I realize that there's an animal lying in the middle of the path.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
Up on the end.
I couldn't see what you were seeing because I was a bit back, and yeah, I was talking to my mum at that point on the phone, and it was crazy because I just see her eyes, and I'm like, okay, I better
just tell her, if you don't ever see me again, just know that George took me in a werewolf forest.
Yeah, and then yeah, I closed the phone and I went up, you know, with my camera and everything, and I was like, what the hell are you seeing right now? And yeah.
What did you see?
I saw just, okay, at the beginning, you know, I just got really freaked out because I thought, you know, okay, obviously the chances of that, you know, might not be there, but, you know, your mind just also like just
plays
runs
tricks
wild.
on you because of your expectation.
Yeah, and then I'm like, what about if it is?
What did you see? Like because you saw me freeze and go.
Yeah.
Like I didn't say anything. I kind of just like, I was flapping my hand like a seal.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for you to come next to me because I was like, am I actually seeing this? What did we see though?
Well, we saw just this like black figure just walking on all fours.
There was something on the end of the path.
Yeah, but even though I had my glasses as well, I still thought like I couldn't see it exactly because it wasn't too far. It was like I don't know, like
it must have been like
5 Range Rovers put together. The distance.
I would say 2 limousines.
Oh,
yeah,
fancy.
That's very...
Yeah, and so I recorded it as well, and because I was standing behind you, I don't care about you. I just use you as a shield,
Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah.
And I moved the camera slightly as well, and then I pointed it back at it, and then it just disappeared and vanished. But you were constantly looking at it, so like, where did it go?
It walked off to the left, towards the
all fours,
whatever plantation. So how the forest is, there's a forest, but right next to it, there's houses that are almost connected to the forest. Like the forestry actually, the trees are lingering in the backyard of those places.
Okay.
So whatever this thing was, it looked like a hyena. That's what I think.
You say it looked at you, but
it did.
Eyes.
No, it turned around. There was nothing weird. What's this thing? It wasn't like I didn't get like this supernatural feeling. I got this feeling of whatever that thing is. I don't know if we want to disturb it without being sure of what it might be.
Yeah.
So it was laying down. It turned around. It was facing to the left. Yeah, it was laying down. There was no standing up.
Okay.
It's on the video. You can see it. And then it turns right. It was looking at me. I could tell because it wasn't moving. It turned around and it fixed its head to the direction.
Damn, who's that sexy guy?
That's exactly what every creature thinks. But yeah, and I genuinely, I'm not gonna lie about it and pretend to be this tough guy. I was a bit shook because I was like, this can turn south if we don't play smart. So what do? We lightly stepped back, and then we started running. we bolted. Worst case, we just ran. I was like, whatever this thing is, we're going. And not long after that, 2 men with 2 dogs came out.
That was the funniest ever.
And I felt really stupid because I was like, it's the dogs. But actually, if you watch the video, it's not the dogs.
Yeah, but it wasn't... You know how, like, huge dogmen are, if they stand out like 6 foot something?
Let's clear this for everybody. So, whatever this creature is, the alleged name for it is a dogman. It's like a canine type, what do you call it again? Timber wolf? A dire wolf, that's it. It's like an extinct species of wolf. And people think that's probably what it is. It's just like like a last remaining, whatever, pack of dire wolves or something like that. Not that far-fetched. I mean, whatever. You could see a wolf and it's just a bigger wolf, whatever. But, those things came out. But then we realized, how can they came out? For whatever this thing is, it went into plantation. These people just came out.
Oh, it went in the plantation?
Yeah, it went in the trees or whatever it was. Interesting enough, and then you saw some birds fly out of the trees as well. So it was clear there was something there.
Yeah, although dogs can, sense if something is, like an animal, a creature is, somewhere nearby.
That's very true, but where did it go? I mean, it didn't come out immediately. Okay. It took like 5 or 10 minutes for those people to come out. Because they probably just got on the path. That's enough time for the animal to go back wherever it came from, or anything like that.
Although, I don't know, I think because, dogs can, smell, far ranges as well. And I think it would still sense something is there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I think it was either a hyena or some kind of a creature that we don't know lives in Beverly. Not like a
could have been the dog.
Like a mythical beast or something. I'm talking about it could actually have been a dog. It could have been a big stray dog that's just living in the forest. I think it was a hyena because the head was massive. And what I'm basing that on is not just, why would you say that? That's so stupid. Some guy actually mentioned that a lot of people import exotic animals illegally.
Yeah, but if you're going to import a dog man...
It's not dog man. So we're saying hyena. They're not going to import...
Oh, hyena!
You're not gonna import this. I'm talking like
Okay.
what most likely happened was they imported this animal. The way they're gonna get caught, or they couldn't keep up with it. I burped. Apologies. That's probably what happened. But yeah, that was my most British experience. We come here, the trains, the crazy wolf beasts,
Uh-huh.
and the incredibly amazing street food.
Not like,
The burgers. No,
Yeah.
not off the floor, man. We're no pigeons. But oh my goodness. The highlight for me was definitely the food.
quarter pounder.
Those quarter pounders, no, we had half pounders.
Half pounders.
Which was a lie. It wasn't a half pound burger. It was just two burgers stacked up. I was like, mathematically, whatever, it's still correct. They were incredible. What other experience did we have? We had to, oh my goodness, Poundland.
Oh, Poundland.
Which, if that opened up in Cyprus, oh my goodness, people would literally sell their kids to get money and go to Poundland.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible. Like, actual good products for, like, that price. Which is a bit strange, actually. I was a bit like, why is everything so cheap? It's not normally that cheap. But, we don't know. And what happened? As we're buying everything, we have another very lovely British experience. Some guy walks in the supermarket. And what does he start doing?
Just hear shouting going on.
Did you not hear him?
No, I didn't hear
He
him.
was like, he was making this like he was like playing Mortal Kombat, like he was making video game sounds. And all I see is these two security guys that are so confused because they probably played the game. It's like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And then the whole store just stops and everyone is looking. Security's throwing this guy out. He's running back in. I was waiting for him to do something like, come over here. Like freeze somebody or something like that. But, yeah. And I love it. Because if that happened in Cyprus, everybody would be like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
What happened? Everyone looked.
And then
And then just went back to their, like, whatever they were doing.
Yeah, their business.
And I was looking around. I was like, did nobody see this Sub-Zero Scorpion wannabe just walk through the gate?
Yeah, in Cyprus they would just like go right up to them and be like, hey, what, like to the security guard, what happened?
They would take pictures, the call.
Oh my god, like Facebook, I just had an amazing experience.
That's actually...
I guess that's what
That's
you're doing.
exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to take a picture of him, but I was like, nah, just in case.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but at the same time, it could have been somebody with like a mental issue. So I didn't want to, like make fun of him. But no, this guy looked like he knew what he was doing. Either he was like one of those YouTubers or something like that, because he looked very aware. He did not look drunk. Like he kept looking back at some other guy that was outside. That's another thing. And once he got out, you didn't hear anything. And I was like, okay. So he probably did it on purpose.
Probably flew away.
Flew away?
Like any other exotic creature or whatever, apart from Dogman. Actually, Dogman doesn't fly, but...
Do you think it's Dracula? He turned to a bat and
Could have been
flew
Dracula.
away?
Yeah, because maybe that's like another reasons why we're in England, for Dracula.
Interesting enough, okay, that does sound a bit dumb when you just say it like that. But there is context to that. Apparently, for anybody who has seen it, the movie called, Dracula by Bram Stoker.
What, Dracula Untold or?
No,
that
it's nothing to do with that. I'm talking about the classic, not that one. That is considered one of the best horror movies ever. It's like the classic Dracula, terrifying. I watched it as a kid by accident. I turned on the TV and it was on. I was like, oh yeah, this cool guy with glasses. Some guy with a beard and a top hat was in it. And next thing you know, he's got his teeth in, he's sucking the blood out. And I remember screaming and screaming. True story. My dad comes up, shouts at me even more for screaming. I won't repeat what he said because it's not very PG. And then I just went back to bed. Yeah. And ever since then, I've been kind of scared of the film. I watched it recently and I was like, what is this garbage? But it has a historical, value to it. But yeah, apparently York, which is like an hour from here by car, that's where Bram Stoker went and got inspiration for the movie.
Well,
it's very interesting. And that's another thing. England, everywhere you go, you feel like there's history here. There's something happening here.
yeah.
I love how every house has a big badge that says who lived here, who was, how long, when was the house established. and all those things. So the country, so far what I've seen, I have seen like, what, 2%, 3% of it?
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's so intriguing. And what's crazy to me is that everyone just talks about London.
Yeah, because, okay, London is basically where a lot of things happen. You know, it's just like mind-blowing. But it's sort of peaceful, you know, everywhere else, if you get what I mean.
But I feel it was more British outside of London.
Yeah.
What I meant by that is like all the little the inns and the pubs. Oh my goodness, it was lovely. You know, everyone just eating the lovely little whatever toasts they were having and things like that.
Toes.
They were not in the toes, man, amor. Alle just it everybody. Toes mission bellares. Toast.
A taste.
So yeah, we got a really good kick out of it. I mean, I was very intrigued. I still am intrigued, and I really do want to come back and kind of just go as many places as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more wolf beast hunting. That's definitely out of the picture for now. Anyone listening is gonna be like, "What the hell was it thinking? What kind of?" It was intriguing. It's down the road. First of all, we weren't even meant to go to that exact spot they took us. We told this guy this is where we're gonna go. We go past it, and then we're just like, okay, whatever.
I guess he didn't want to drop us off because we were going to go near the drain where...
Oh, the alleged spotting of the beast.
It's like, no, I'm not taking you to the
Dear
drain.
me, yeah, that's
Come
not
to the city centre.
Yeah, that's not happening again. But yeah, that was rather embarrassing. But yeah, Beverly was lovely. Doesn't feel as fancy as people make it out to be. It really didn't. No. Except there was these four like boys just walking around with they all had matching Armani outfits. I don't know why that frustrated me because the way they spoke was so.
Oh, it frustrated you?
Yeah, of course, because I felt
like you liked it because you're talking about guys.
I felt like a peasant because I walked past them and this guy is like they were like, oh yeah, that was a good game of cricket, and I was like, that's it. You know they got money when they're talking about cricket. Ain't nobody out here talking about cricket.
Yeah.
So yeah, Beverly wasn't as fancy as people made out to be, except those four from punching. For being better than me. What else? Hall is gorgeous. I actually think. I don't know why everyone hated it. Before we came, everyone was like, "Oh, what would you want to go to Hall?" Dude, wolf beasts. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah, it's funny because most people in England go on holiday to Cyprus, you know, for the weather and everything. Oh, because like different things and everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, we should swap places because there's so much more things to do in England. Okay, I guess if you're living here it'll be different, and I guess because, you know, we're so used to the hot weather, we just want, you know, just to cool our body off because just how much roasting, you know, happened. But, yeah, it is crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out if you meant roasting as because of the kebabs, or you mean roasting from the sun. Like what roasting?
Well, we could become kebabs if we stayed longer.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I'll become Turkish kebabs as well. I'll have more spices on me. But yeah, the experience so far has been great. Very bizarre, very strange place.
There's still so much to see, so much to talk about.
Because everywhere you go, it's different. The way everyone spoke about England is like there's London and that's that.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, it's just a different feel to it.
Like you said, like as you were saying, when you said there's something different, I just remembered, like walking down here the street. Oh, one tree's like dark green, the other one's light green, and it's so like fascinating because in Cyprus it's just hardly any plants.
Yeah, that's very true. The nature speaking now, just flora, no fauna, is incredible. Like that forest, as creepy as it was, there was like animals everywhere. You know what I mean? Like little cute animals. I saw a squirrel for the first time. Or was it the second time? Did I see one last time I was here? Maybe. Never mind. But I saw a squirrel and I got really excited.
Oh.
I was acting like a dog. I was like squirrel.
Squirrel.
But yeah, that's the trip of England so far. Very interesting. We went from running around in the underground like lunatics to being stuck in Beverly to look for an imaginary dire wolf creature accidentally maybe stumbling on a hyena to having the greatest burgers ever, seeing a man get thrown out of a supermarket.
Oh, missing a taxi, then having to wait hours in the dark and the just cold.
What do you mean? What dark? It was almost 10 o'clock and it was
Yeah,
bright
still
as anything.
bright, wasn't it?
That's another weird thing. I don't know how people sleep here. I really don't. Like, the sun is still out. I felt like I wanted to do stuff, and that was about it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We're looking outside now, and it kind of looks like it could be like 9 at best. But yeah. So that's England for you.
Yeah.
There'll definitely be more to come. Hope you enjoy this podcast, and yeah, just big old cheesy smiles. Try to, yeah.
See ya.
All right. Thank you.